secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will get the ball first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fakes the grab on the left. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Dropping back, it's Kinsey. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's
turning it on. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Pulls it in, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Makes the catch. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes in the 24. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up, or you can get to the quarterback and affect them. We all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to pass it. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fakes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Pulls it in, it's Roberts. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Zings it complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it, looking for a first. At the 35, he's open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rides to back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass on second down. Gets open down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. He will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not in panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Kinsey. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
When you play zone coverage and you've got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. It's complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Quick completion on the out route. It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Lindsey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They just keep firing. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds a man on the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Finds his man down the middle. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll move the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's taking the deep shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made a defender miss. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Kinsey. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. corners are going to bail. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay?
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Kinsey. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this